What's up guys, this is Justin here, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about why I moved to the Philippines in 2022 and is life better here in the Philippines. So yeah, I'm excited for this topic, so let's dive right into it. Talking about the people and the hospitality here, that's one thing that's very special and very great about the Philippines. The level of hospitality and the warmth and the general just positive attitude and positive energy of the folks here in the Philippines is very, very nice. I love it a lot, and it's very welcoming and it's very peaceful, and I feel very safe actually living here in the Philippines, whether it's during the daytime or the nighttime, walking in provincial areas or even in the city. I have felt pretty darn safe pretty much every single minute of the time that I've been here. So comparing the United States, how about New York? We'll compare New York to the Philippines. The quality of the weather is much nicer here in the Philippines. In New York, it's dry, it's just cold and it's dark for 6 months of the year, and it's snowing or raining, and the people aren't nearly as warm and friendly as a result, because in New York, I think it's just like not the best quality of life in terms of the weather for sure. So the weather is much more preferable. It's like a tropical climate, super nice. One thing that's great about this country is it's very easy to start conversations. It's very easy to make friends because everyone here pretty much speaks English, and it makes it so easy to create new social circles, have new experiences, and make a lot of friends. And it's a very warm and positive and nurturing environment in my experience. I have been to the islands, I have been to Boracay, I've been to many parts outside of the main capital of Manila as well. So I am based in Manila because I do enjoy the modern conveniences of course, Rockwell and Makati and BGC, etc. And I definitely have plans in the future to see a lot more islands as well. The thing about comparing the United States to the Philippines is like this. It's like that song by 9 Inch Nails, "Every day is exactly the same." You know that song by 9 Inch Nails? You might know it. But anyway, that's kind of what life is like in the United States. Like every single day is very, very similar, which makes it boring and uninteresting. The thing about me being in the Philippines, I don't know if it's because I'm a YouTube vlogger or just because I like to get out and I enjoy movement, whether I'm walking or in a grab ride somewhere or seeing something new. But when I was in the United States, every day was so similar. Because when you're in the United States, like there's this culture where all you do is pretty much work, and you just set it on repeat, and then you live for the weekends, and you get Saturday and Sunday off if you have a job, or if you're an entrepreneur like me and you have your own business, you're just working constantly all the time, and you just take days off when you're burnt out or you clearly need a rest day or something like that, right? When I came to the Philippines, I feel like no 2 days have really actually been the same. Like there's so much variety here, there really is. Like there's so much stuff to see just in the capital Manila and outside Metro Manila areas alone. Before you even get outside into the provincial areas and then you jump to other islands and stuff like that, there's just so much to do, there's so much to see, and I feel like I can trust strangers, which is a great feeling. And I feel very comfortable and I feel very comfortable here, and the weather here is also very nice. I have my drawstring bag where I have just umbrellas and sunglasses and water bottles, so whenever I'm going hiking or even just throughout the Metro Manila area, even in the city, I always have my umbrella during rainy season because the sun can be out, and then like right now it's raining as we speak, and yeah, so like within an instant it can start raining here. It's kind of funny. But yeah, even when it's raining, it's still very beautiful here because the weather is like warm and actually cools it off when it's raining. So it's just like a nice, very nice temperature and a nice breeze, and it's quite beautiful still, even when the sky is a bit white and gray here, because it's not cold like New York where I originally came from. Of course, it's got to be worth noting that the money, it goes so much farther here. The quality of life you can have renting a house, especially if you're in the provincial areas. My Filipino girlfriend has a family in the provinces, of course, in different locations, and one of her families rents a house in the provinces, and it's like literally 1,500 pesos a month, which is like, I don't know what that is, it's like $30 US a month to rent a house. And I've been there, I visited them, and I've seen the house. And it's not like a super fancy, spectacular place or anything like that. It's in the provinces, but you know, they had electricity, they have water, they have internet from their phones because the cell towers are nearby, so they get the internet through their phones. And then they had like a satellite, they had a TV mounted on the wall with like a satellite so they could broadcast, get the television shows and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, you can live for $30-40 a month if you're willing to do that. Me personally, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an American entrepreneur, so my mindset is I really like to have a certain standard and level of doing things. That's why I chose to live in Rockwell, Makati at the Proscenium at Rockwell, which is where I'm currently shooting this video. But yeah, I feel very safe here, and I really enjoy traveling here, and no 2 days are really the same. There's just so much variety, and I've done more things in like 2 or 3 months, in the last 2 or 3 months since I've been in the Philippines than I've done in the last, I don't know, 5 years in Arizona when I was living in Arizona, and also and same with New York. Like the thing about the United States is you really get fixed in a routine, and you really slide into your comfort zone like so easily when you're in the United States. But the thing about Philippines is everyone is so friendly here and so warm here and so nice here. It's really easy to slide right back into that comfort zone. So I like to challenge myself by leaving my apartment constantly, and I'm scheduling trips to go see other islands, to do hikes, to see waterfalls, to do boat tours, to just really get outside and explore the environment. That's definitely on my to-do list up and coming. But it's amazing. The capital, Manila, is so cool. There's so much to do. Recently, I did an Okada day tour, which I had a lot of fun doing. But back to get to the original point of this video. So why did I move from the United States to the Philippines? Well, there's just so many reasons. Honestly, there's the cost factor, like the lower cost of living. I can run my business from the Philippines. Foreigners here are super respected by the locals. We get so much respect, and we feel so special and significant when the locals are starting conversations with us and asking us, oh, where are you from? What do you do? So we feel special, and we feel like, I'm just going to be honest, it's nice to have that unique treatment. So it's like, yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't I live here and spend my money here? For sure. It's a really good value proposition. We get treated really good here, right? But I specifically moved here because I'm very attracted to Filipino women. I'm just going to be honest. My girlfriend is Filipina, and I dated a Filipino woman in the United States for 3 years. And it didn't work out, and we went our separate ways mutually. And sorry if it's getting a little loud. The rain is kind of loud right now, and there's families nearby and stuff, like just drying off from using the pool. The population here is very beautiful. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say it. They speak English. They're super polite. They're super respectful. The thing about like Americans is Americans have such high standards, and they get irritated and annoyed so easily. Filipino people don't. Like, they don't ever get like annoyed from my experience, from what I've seen. Like everything's they're just very like relaxed all the time. Like if you're in an airport and the flight gets delayed, if you're in like New York or LA and your flight gets delayed, like there's always like 15 people that are complaining and swearing and cussing, like, oh my God, the flight got delayed, And I'm always sitting there thinking like, did you have to build the plane? Do you have to fly the plane? No, all you do is like show up, and everyone else does everything for you. But anyway, Filipinos aren't really like that. They're really just like very calm and very relaxed, and they're very comfortable with things like going not to plan, because things don't normally go to plan. But I mean, that just increases the variety. You know what I mean? Makes for an interesting story as well. Just being honest, like saving money here from the cost of living point of view. If I stay, because I plan on living in the Philippines more than 330 calendar days per year, the United States will give me a foreign earned income exclusion, which means that I don't have to pay any money in terms of federal and state income taxes on my company profits, not including my salary I pay myself, which is only taxed for Social Security and Medicare anyway. So yeah, so there's financial incentives to be here. But I think like a lot of foreigner men enjoy this place because the weather is nice. The local population is very beautiful, very friendly, very warm, easy to make friends with. We feel comfortable. We feel like we can trust strangers. The Philippines has the ride hail. The transportation is really good here. There's so many options. Like I took the light rails recently last week, the MRT 2, 3 and 1. The light rails are honestly really nice. I really enjoyed the second one and the third one the most. And the first one I heard has new rail cars as well, which is fantastic. But you have like shuttle buses, you have tricycles, you have motorbikes, you have SUVs, you have four-seaters, you have Joyride, you have Grab. So transportation, especially in the capital, Manila, is just so convenient. And it's only getting better and better and better over time. So also, Philippines is just constantly building. And there's lots of new sub-cities that are being built, like right around the capital, Manila. And it's nice. I mean, I've been to a lot of places around the capital, and I'm impressed pretty much every single time with what I see. It's just, yeah, and I feel good here. I feel relaxed, I feel comfortable, I feel confident, I feel productive. It's not like I didn't feel those things in the United States. I just feel those things a lot more being here. And a lot of American men and women just work 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or 7 to 3 or longer. Some of them work 2 or 3 jobs, and they're just paying their bills, and they go on vacation once or twice a year if they're lucky, or once a year if they're lucky rather. And if you live in the Philippines and you run an online business of some sort, or you have skills where you can get an online remote job, you pretty much have like the ability to feel like you're on vacation multiple times throughout the year. Like once a month, you can pretty much go somewhere and do something fun if you manage your money correctly and you budget and stuff like that. Especially with the tax savings alone that you get here, because you're only taxed on your income if you're selling products and services and goods locally to Filipinos. And if you're not doing that, which I'm not, and most foreigners are not, like 99% of us are not doing that type of business. We're usually selling our skills online through the internet to a company as an employee or through a business. And yeah, we're living really nice and we get treated so well, and why would we ever leave, right? So it's nice. There are typhoons, there are earthquakes and things like that, but after living here 5 or 6 months, I've experienced both the typhoons and the earthquakes, and it's not a deal breaker. It's, for me, it's okay. I'm comfortable with it. You know, if there's a typhoon, you just follow the security measures and protocols. Same with an earthquake, and use a little bit of common sense, and yeah. One of the biggest things I think foreigners are wondering when they come here, like how close are the hospitals when I live in the provincial area? Like what if I need medical services? My opinion to that is basically you should strive to become your own DIY doctor. That's pretty strong advice and it's a strong opinion, but you should probably learn how to take care of yourself and with preventative stuff, and how to diagnose your own issues using Google and stuff like that. That's what I've done. I've taken a DIY approach for whenever I can. I've had times like anywhere else where I had to go to the hospital because I had an infection or I had a concussion or something like that. So hospital services are important, but for general day-to-day things, I don't think that question really matters as much. But the services here in the Philippines, depending on where you are geographically based, are pretty darn good. They have you covered for most things, and you can put your faith in the people here to take care of you if you have a problem here in the Philippines. The other thing I would just add to that is if you have a serious problem and you want to get several different opinions, you can also, from the Philippines, through the internet, you can consult with doctors online from the United States or Bangkok, Thailand, or Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, as well as other Filipino doctors here in the Philippines, all through the internet as well. As long as you have an internet connection, you can get like tele-diagnosed or have like a tele-consultation or something like that. And yeah, so I will say this: if you're somebody who has the top priority of efficiency and convenience, then the Philippines is probably not going to be a better life for you, because here things are not designed for convenience and efficiency. Things in the Philippines are more laid back, they're kind of slower paced and they're more relaxed, except when you're in Manila, in the city where I happen to be right now. But when you get out into the provincial areas, it's definitely slower, more relaxed, more casual lifestyle than if you're directly in the city. But even when you're in the city, there's still some of that culture I've found where things are still a bit more laid back and things take a little bit more time to do things. So that's the first thing to know. So if you're a very business oriented, business minded person who always needs like services to be perfect and dialed in straight up every single time, then this might not be hit that priority that you're looking for. But all right, without this video getting too long, I just wanted to share my perspective of why I moved to the Philippines. And yes, the quality of life is better for me because I feel better. I feel more relaxed, more comfortable. I'm getting amazing financial advantages of living here. The people are beautiful, they're friendly, they're kind, they're caring. And yeah, you know, again, you don't necessarily want to come to the Philippines if convenience and efficiency are your main priorities. For me, they were, but I kind of not anymore. Like I honestly, my new priority since living here is just feeling like I'm treated well, and I feel like I am, and I'm really comfortable here. So yeah. Anyways, this has been Justin Spencer. If you like this video, consider subscribing for more. And you rock. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.